Privyat comrades, it's Chat and Chit from Moscow live. The Lions TV breakdown of that. Peterborough United 2, Millwall 1. I think we got exactly what we deserved. I don't think we were good enough at all. First probably half hour was quite even. We got the goal, but then I think they just took over. Again, a team that's struggling. We seem to just let them have the ball and they find their feet. Let's face it, Peterborough teams under Ferguson have always been high tempo and try and play the ball and playing the right way. Even if he's not been successful at this level and they've been found out, he sticks to his philosophy. And every time we have this, and I keep saying it, teams are struggling and not really the highest of confidence. We allow them to have the ball and get their foot on the ball and gain their confidence in the first 20 odd minutes. I think we completely lost the midfield. That was evident. Evans and Mitchell really struggled in there. I don't think they ever got anywhere near their midfield. They both got booked and they both somehow stayed on. I don't know whether Jed was a little bit injured or not, but he brought him off, didn't he? I mean, bring him off and leave them two Herberts on the pitch after the way they were playing baffled me. I've questioned Rowett substitutions before, and it was a complete world away from last week. Last week we were high tempo. We got amongst them. We was playing ball on the floor. If it went long, it went in the channels, and we're allowing them to, twist and turn, and we just caused havoc. And this week was just not really that much of a threat, which is very disappointing. It's another Jekyll and Hyde thing, isn't it? Like right now, we just don't know what you're going to get, and it's frustrating. I've not slept. I've travelled all the way to Moscow. It's minus 17 out there. I come into Churchill's pub in Moscow, hoping to have a little bit of a boost, and it's just flat. It's just flat as my energy right now. So I'm just completely fecked off with today. I really am with that. I mean, it's not gonna ruin my time here. But it just, you know what I mean, you wanted, again, something to pick you up. We had sold out every ticket. So we had a crowd there and it just falls flat, and it's just baffling. How can you go from, like, it's not as if you can say, well, we're tired. We had a whole week to prepare. It's not as if we had a midweek game. It was just completely different. Did not do anything that we did last week at all. We just abandoned that. Afobe and Bradshaw really living off scraps, weren't in the game. Zed got his assists, made a couple of good runs, but if you allow teams time on the ball in the middle and let them play between the lines, eventually you're going to come a cropper. And that was the first goal. And then the second goal was just ball in the box. Mr. Immaculate, never makes mistakes, and I think it was Hutchinson's mistake. He just got drawn to the ball, got caught under it. Bart was superb today. I think it was one shining light. I think second half he was keeping us in it, but that's the life of a Millwall fan, isn't it, really? I mean, after the euphoria of last week, going, you know what, under Rowett we can play good football. Back to this week where it's like, well, wow, what's that? That was turgid. That was awful. That really was awful. And there's no excuses. I've got no complaints about that. We deserve to lose. We didn't deserve anything out of that game. I'm not going to sit here and go, we were lucky. I'm telling you right now, we were awful. We deserve to lose. And fair play. Peterborough struggling, haven't scored since probably 1934 or whatever it is. You know what I mean? It's obvious they were going to score at some stage today, but we never really gave them a game. And would they be bottom if it was for Derby's points deduction? That's what I mean. Teams with no confidence, and you've got to put them under pressure early. We never did. And then when you're looking at making changes were attacking players on, but I thought we brought the wrong players off. Could have gone 4-4-2, maybe sacrificed someone in the back three, or put Wallace at left back, and one of those two had to come off in the middle, maybe both of them off. Again, it just doesn't happen every game, does it? But Jekyll and Hyde FC is what we are. We'll turn up in our droves again next week, support the boys on, and never know, pick a random, flip a coin. Is it going to be a good week? Is it going to be a bad week? Who knows? I tell you what, try and enjoy your weekends. Keep the faith, innit? Come on, you Lions.